All right, welcome to my trade review for the day. Today is Thursday, August 20, I mean, sorry, Thursday, October 24th. And what you're seeing now is a paper trade that I took because I had taken several trades in the earlier session or earlier morning. And then I got pretty close to what I wanted to do for the day, and I just took it and moved on because of how choppy the market was. But then I still sit here and look for trades because you have to train your mind to be able to see everything or see as much as possible. So I still taking trades, but I switched over to a paper account just for practice. Just practice. And it's helped me see things better sometimes. Then you just have to get my mind to see it better when I go to the real account. But this trade, so usually on my trades in my actual money accounts, I'm 10, 15, 20 points I take. But I've been over here working on staying in the trade longer, working on seeing what I need to see for me to let the trade keep going. So I just been practicing. So this is a trade I took earlier that I've been in for quite some time now. And it's the same strategy. I wait for higher time frame liquid area to be taken out, and then once it's taken out. So let me talk about this trade since we're here, and then we'll go over that other trades that I took. So I'm always looking for the stock or the whatever I'm trading to take out like a high liquidity area. So this is the one I was looking up here. It's on the 1 hour. All right. Last time it came wick, create that pivot point. So I use that as my area. Plus down here, I have a fair value zone, fair value gap that for the 1 hour. And I like to use the 1 hour, the higher time frame ones. 1 hour 30 and only for so those are the ones I try to use, and sometimes the daily, of course, because the daily is a big strong one, so I like to use that. So I saw that liquidity area, which was at 2268.50, and then I just marked it off and just watched how the market's been behaving. And then I usually go down to just another time frame to check out some more. So it's this area right here. And then, let's see. And then I enter typically under 3 minute and or 2 minute. So when it came down originally, so this is the original area, and came and took this out. I got a trade here. And that was the last trade that I took on my account. And then I switched back over. I switched over to paper, and I took a trade here when it came up here because there's a what is it up here? Let me see. Yeah, so it was close to the VWAP, and the way it rejected it, and it saw nice. So I took a trade, took a quick point trade down. But I just took that, I just practiced my 20 point move down. And then this one, new one that I'm in, when it came, it wicked it again. It came back and reclaimed the area. It wicked here and it wicked the other area. Reclaimed where we were trading before. And it held, it reclaimed with a green candle. And that's what I wanted to do if I'm going long, reclaim with the green candle, or a nice hammer or engulfing candle, something that shows. Plus I want to see that the volume matches as well. I don't want to see like a not a strong reclaim. I want to see the reclaim strong and nice, and hopefully most of the time I want to close up in the top 25% of the candle. So once it came in and it closed, it closed here, and I was like, all right, I'm good with that. I jumped in the trade, and then I was gonna get my normal 20 points, and I was like, no, I need to start holding. So I typically trade, anywhere from 5, 10 to 15, sometimes 20 contract on the E-mini, but I try to manage it as much as possible. So I made sure over here I started trading with the same. When I do the paper, I trade with the same as if I'm trading my real account. So I use the same contract size. I don't go over. So then once I am in, I was gonna take it, and then I think I took 20. Yeah, I think I took 20 here. So I took off right away some. Once I got into profit, I took off, I think right up here. I took some off. Yeah, once I went to my 1-to-1, I took 16 contracts off. No, I took 14 contracts off. And then after that, it got up to here, right? And I took 3 contracts off more. And then I was like, all right, so each level, 1, 2, and you get up to my profit part, which is 3. I'm gonna take off 1. So it came up here, took off 1. Came up here, took off 1, and then you just saw I just got filled with the last contract. All right. So I am just trying to work on it as much as possible, so I can start staying in trades longer. Because a lot of trades I do get in, they do go for a decent amount, and I'm only taking 10, 15, 20 points, especially if I can get that figured out in the sense of keeping my win rate, continue to keep my win rate high, because my win rate with what I do now is really high. It's just when I lose like a day. Like I lose like a day or 2 days, back basically. So yeah, but I've been trying to control that as much as possible. And then as far as the other things, what is it? What did I see this morning when I came in? When I came in, I was looking at it, the market had, let me see right here. Oh yeah, so when I came in, what I saw the market was here, right? At least it opened here, and I saw this, and I was like, all right, there's gonna be some kind of gap fill back. Even though the market was wearing its way back up, I was like, all right, there should be at least a decent gap fill down. So I came in looking short. All right, and then of course I drew out my lines like I did. So I was looking short. So when I came in, let me look at the hourly so I can remember what was going on. So this is where we opened, right? And this is the first hour, and it came in and held levels. Let me go over to here. Show you this is gonna explain it better. So of course we opened. Perfect. So we opened the 15-minute range, and we stayed in the 15-minute range for quite some time. And then once it came down here, I was looking at it and I was like, all right, well, here it held again. Let me see if we can go long. So because of this area and because of this, I went long here. So if I can remember, where is it? I waited for it to wick. Yes, I waited for it to wick. So no, it's the same trade that I'm talking about earlier. What was the one I took? Let me look over here. Go to my Trader Vape account. All right, there we go. All right, so here, trade I took was because it came down into this area. I took this one, right, when it wicked it out, and it came back and reclaimed it. That's where I took my points, right there. Yep. All right. Just need to look at it. But yeah, so the other couple trades were just paper trades. So yeah, man. So I'm gonna keep watching here, and if you ever want to talk stocks or anything like that, don't be afraid to hit me up. Thank you. All right. So this is just a trade that I'm in now. This is not a high quality setup for the setup I usually take. It's not a high quality one. I just wanted to take it to see if I can add something to record, I guess, after I got out that first one. But basically, like I said, you want to see like one of these pivots ran. Like this pivot on the 3 minute got ran. it came back, it held within, and then we had a nice candle that that came after it. So taking this trade here, it's not a high quality one because these pivot points that you want to be taking off needs to have started on a higher time frame. So if I go up to a higher time frame and I see down here that there's a pivot point right at this area, let's say, this pivot point right here at this 45-minute here. If it comes down and takes this out, takes it out, I go on the lower time frame to look for an entry, but it's this higher time frame liquidity area, right? Makes sense? When you go down to the 3-minute, when you go now to, like say where I entered right there, you can go in and see that where I came, there's no higher time frame area for it to wick off of. Now, if it comes down to say, no, actually there's none here, there's none on the 5, there's none on the 10-minute, nope, there's none on the 15, right? So that's not a trade you should be taking, because it's not a high quality setup because it didn't come off of a higher time frame push. And then this would have been a 1-to-1. So let's see. Excuse me. Like if you look at it, it was in profit for a little bit of time. So if I wanted to take off the 5 or take off whatever. So let's just see what happens if it actually ends up going back up. I guess it is a higher, because the market, this last long leg was up and it was so strong, maybe that, and it came back and it held. So maybe a hold, who knows? Just making shit up as I go. I feel like I need to put some music on in the background. Let's see. So if this one ends up hitting, this is typically how I take my trades. Oh shit, I had it at 126, so this was me, sorry. Shit, can't lose $6 right there. Right, so that makes it a 1-to-1. At this point, since it's like struggling, I should have taken some off when I got up to here, especially this wick area, but didn't make it. But since I was just looking for that music, I missed that. But that's what I should have done, was it because of the wicking area, it's not a high quality setup. And just take off and you get a little bit, you know what I mean? And just call it a day or call it a trade. Because so that's what I normally would have done. Probably I would have taken like 4 off there or something, and just move my stuff to stop loss. But since I wasn't paying attention, that's what happens. Alright, that's a nice push. I'll take 4. I'll move my thing to break even here. There, I can't look at it. Oh no, that's fine, whatever. And then after that, when it gets up to my profit, the rest of it goes. So yeah, that's how I typically would take my trades. Like I said, I wouldn't have taken that normally in my account in my actual money account because it's not a high quality setup. But I take these in paper to see if there's something else I could be seeing or missing, or just get used to taking like the setups. Like I want to be able to see my setup, take it, see it, take it, see it, take it, see it, take it. Start to disseminate which one is not the best one to take, which one's the best one to take. Right now with this trading strategy, I have about a 68.9% win rate. But one thing I have been doing well is that I've been cutting my losses quickly. Yeah, so that's just an example of a trade I would take. I guess how I would take profit and set profit. And set stop loss on a trade. Since I don't really trade live, okay? So, yeah, I wonder how far up it's gonna go. Nice. Hold in. Possibly. Who knows? I'll stop this.